What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, again, today we're going to take a look here starting at the tropics. Nothing is expected to develop within the next 7 days. As you can see here across the Eastern Pacific, dry air and southwest shear still rules the name of the game. Even here coming in across the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea, strong southwesterly shear and dry air, no tropical development is expected in that type of environment. Here across parts of the Southwest Atlantic, look at all this dry air that we have going on, and even here across parts of the central Atlantic into the deep tropics. Look at the dry air and southwest shear. So nothing is in the immediate form of developing in this area of the tropics, you guys, but we will be taking a look here across parts of the off the North Carolina coast this weekend, you guys. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware this hurricane season as the National Hurricane Center comes out with the updates. I will have them here right here at your weather on the fly for you guys in my shorts and community section. All right, you guys, as I pause this, and I want to quickly show you guys. All right, we're going to go to the National Hurricane Center's website. And as you can see, no tropical cyclone activity is expected during the next 48 hours, you guys. And as well, the National Hurricane Center is not expecting anything during the next 7 days. But I am looking at this feature on the models here, you guys. And this is courtesy of Tropical Tidbits here. This is the latest GFS from early this morning run. And as you can see, as we go into Thursday, I wanted you to draw your attention here across right around the South Carolina coastline here, you guys. This is Thursday morning. So this is tomorrow morning, basically. As we move on to about tomorrow afternoon, evening, and as we go into the overnight hours on Thursday and Friday, you can see there's possibly low pressure tries to form here just off the outer banks of the Carolinas. Weakly a low pressure area as it continues to scoot off to the northeast. How does that evolve? We are not sure, but we will keep an eye on it here at your weather on the fly. So be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date and aware about this low pressure system for the weekend, you guys. And as we take a look here at the European model, around the same time frame, as you can see, Thursday morning here, this is about Thursday morning off the Georgia Carolina coast, southeast US coast, you can see possibly some disturbed weather, possibly a little area of low pressure tries to form here. Very weak, you guys. Because as we move on into Friday morning on the European, you can see not as defined as it was on a GFS, which the GFS really didn't have it really defined as well. But on the European, you can see the little kinks here of possibly low pressure here by Friday morning, sliding up the Carolinas here, you guys, and on up the mid Atlantic and towards the northeast. So it's going to be something that we're going to watch here, you guys, here at your weather on the fly. So just as I said before, just make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware. Now, you guys, we're going to get back to the lower 48 here, as we will yet again have a chance for some isolated severe storms here across parts of the southern U.S. today, and also here across parts of the central plains, even on down into parts of the southern, and then extending on up just about the northern plains, you guys. Other than that, temperatures will be just about as hot as they've been baking for the past few days across most areas, you guys. And also, as you can see, we do have this frontal boundary here across parts of Louisiana extending into southeast Texas, even a few showers here across southeast Louisiana this morning. But that's going to segue us into today's video, you guys. So we're going to pause this, give us a quick 10-second intermission, get all the surface plots all right, hold on, you guys. I'm forgetting the lightning. I say put the option on. All right, the lightning. All right, and as here we go, you guys. Convective outlook day one. As you can see, the Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk here from parts of extreme northeast New Mexico, the Texas Panhandle, all the way on up into parts of South, all the way on up into central and eastern South Dakota here. And also, you guys, we do have a secondary marginal risk area that does include southeast Louisiana from the New Orleans area, extending on up to Jackson, Mississippi, Ocean Springs along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and points further east across Alabama, Georgia, and even getting into parts of South Carolina and the Florida Panhandle will be under this marginal risk for today, you guys, with much of the West here again under a general thunderstorm risk. As we check the probability here, you guys, no tornadoes, so that is always good news. Hail probability, we do have a 5% chance here across parts of the plains for hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter, as well here across parts of eastern Mississippi, central southern Alabama, Georgia, and parts of South Carolina. We do have that 5% chance for hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter. Wind probability, you can see as well up here across the plains, 5% chance of winds pushing 55 to 60 miles per hour, isolated gusts to 70, you guys. Here across parts of the southern U.S., from southeast Louisiana to parts of South Carolina here, you guys. Winds could be on the order of 55 to 60 miles per hour with isolated gusts to 70 miles per hour possible. There will not be any significant tornadoes, hail, or wind threats, you guys, so that is good news as we go to the latest HRRR to see how this is going to play out and materialize. All right, let's get this to load, you guys, and we're going to start at 12 o'clock as we usually do here at Your Weather on the Fly. And as you can see here, guys, by 12 o'clock, not too much going on. We may have, look at the showers here across parts of northern Maine here. May even have some wintry precipitation going on with that. But as you can see here across parts of North Dakota, Montana, we might have some showers here, maybe rumbles of thunder here around the noon hour. But as we go towards the southern U.S., you can see across parts of southern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, Alabama, even Georgia, some isolated showers and thunderstorms are starting to pop up around 12 o'clock. As we get to 4 o'clock, you guys, all right, you can see the sales, the coverage is starting to increase here across the southern U.S. Look here across now southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, along their Gulf Coast. Now getting towards central southern Alabama, the Atlanta area. Could see some heavy showers, maybe even some isolated hail and locally damaging wind gusts will be possible with these cells here as we go through the afternoon into the early evening here. Even across Florida's east coast along its peninsula here, showers and thunderstorms will be in order. As we go towards the central plains here, you guys, you can see isolated showers and thunderstorms are starting to develop within this marginal risk here. Hail and damaging winds will be possible. As we move to about 8 o'clock, now we're getting into the evening, you guys. You can see, look at the increase in coverage and intensity here across parts from the Texas Panhandle on up into South Dakota here, you guys. So we will be on the lookout for some heavy rainfall as well. Even here across parts of the southern U.S., still ongoing across southeast Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Now starting to get into the Florida's Panhandle here. Even now starting to have some cells pop across South Carolina as we get into the evening. Heavy rains will be in order with these clusters of storms as well as the hail and damaging winds. As we move into the overnight hours, you guys, you can see, look here across parts of the Texas Panhandle, a cluster of showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder heading into parts of Oklahoma. We're going to have some isolated showers still up across parts of the plains here, all the way extending into Minnesota, northern Minnesota, some showers could be ongoing through the overnight hours heading into Thursday. And even here across parts of Georgia and the Carolinas, we could have some leftover isolated clusters of showers and thunderstorms during the overnight hours. As we head into Thursday, you guys, that's going to segue us to Convective Outlook Day 2. And as you can see here, that does introduce a marginal risk here for parts of West Texas and Oklahoma, you guys, with a general thunderstorm risk across much of the South and central United States, and even here again across parts of the western United States, Pacific Northwest, we have a chance for some thunderstorms, with generally the northeastern United States pretty quiet here, you guys. We're going to check the probability for this marginal risk here across parts of Texas and Oklahoma for Thursday, which does include Oklahoma City and Midland. We check the probability. The 2% chance for tornadoes will be possible here across parts of Oklahoma, extreme southern Kansas, and in extreme parts of the northeast Texas Panhandle. So we will be on the lookout for a few tornadoes tomorrow. Hail probability, 5% chance of hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter in this area. The wind probability is the same, 5% chance of 55 to 60 mile per hour winds with localized gusts possibly to 70 miles per hour. We shouldn't have no significant tornadoes, hail, or wind under a marginal risk, so that is always good news, you guys. And as we continue to HRRR out to 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, you can see heavy showers with some rumbles of thunder maybe going on across South Carolina. Isolated showers here across parts of southern Georgia here. With look here across parts of Oklahoma, we will have a cluster of showers and thunderstorms to start out the morning. As we head to the noon hour, you can see not too much going on, maybe just some isolated showers here across parts of Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska here, and even some isolated showers starting to pop up across Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, with some heavy rain possibly still across South Carolina. As we move on to about 4 p.m., you guys, all right, you can see in the increase in coverage here with thunderstorms across the United States in general. Look here across the western U.S. by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon, showers and thunderstorms. We have a few clusters of showers and thunderstorms trying to pop in this marginal risk. We will be on the lookout for all hazards tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, going into the evening. We do have some showers here up near Wisconsin, Minneapolis area, possibly some showers and thunderstorms. Here the coverage doesn't seem too bad here across the southern U.S. here for tomorrow, you guys, particularly around the Louisiana area. But we will have some isolated showers here across Mississippi, Alabama, yet again Georgia, and the Florida's peninsula. As we move on to 8 o'clock Thursday evening, you guys. All right, you can see here, look across the around the Denver area, moving into Kansas, some heavy showers here, maybe some rumbles of thunder. Look across the marginal risk here across West Texas, getting into southern Oklahoma. These cells could be capable of producing all hazards here. So we will be on the lookout again. Heavy rains could be ongoing all the way up into parts of Wisconsin here, as you can see, you guys, with these clusters of showers with probably an embedded rumble of thunder here. And as you can see, isolated showers along the southeast United States. As we go as far as the HRRR will take us out, you guys, which will be 1 a.m. Friday. You can see during the overnight hours on Friday, we will have across parts of northern Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, some heavy showers. Maybe these thunderstorms will have the potential to produce all hazards going into the overnight hours Thursday into Friday across parts of Oklahoma. Look here, the heavy rain across Kansas. We'll be on the lookout for some flash flooding. Some flood advisories probably will be in order here for Thursday night going into Friday morning, with that line extending on into parts of southern Wisconsin, you guys, and not too much going on across the southeast United States as we head overnight into Thursday. So I'm going to clear the models off, you guys. That's going to segue us into Convective Outlook Day 3, which does include a slight risk of severe weather, which does include the Dallas-Fort Worth area, getting on down to San Antonio, the Shreveport area, extending on into Memphis, just about all of Arkansas, southeast Oklahoma, a marginal risk for parts of extreme West Texas, New Mexico here, you guys, parts of southeast New Mexico, getting on to just about as east as Jackson, Mississippi here, will be under a marginal risk, you guys. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware, with even if it's severe weather or hurricanes, you will be covered here at your Weather on the Fly. That's going to be it for this one, you guys. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.